Welcome to the Bearcat Coaches Show. I am here with head men's soccer coach Lee Squires. Coach, your team came away with a 1-0 victory against Flagler to secure the PBC tournament title. That got your guys a bid into the NCAA tournament. First tournament appearance since 2018. What are you looking forward to your squad competing in the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, I think just being back there. It's been a few years, as you said. This group of players now have been close ever since that 2018 group went to the Elite Eight. So just being back amongst it and playing against the best teams in the country, and getting to go against those guys, and once you're in it, anything can happen, and yeah, very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, outside of Marco Gueli's 13 goals, 9 other players have scored for your team, including players from the back line. How does it feel that you have more than one player to score all the goals?
Well, it's really important, especially now in tournament championships or national tournament games. The chances are fewer and far between. We're not going to create 15, 20 good chances in a game. So however they fall and whoever they fall to, we've got to be ready to take them. Guys like Marco, Kevin, Max, they're going to, teams will have done their homework. They're going to garner a lot of attention. So it's important that we can pop up in different areas. Set pieces are always crucial, as the championship game showed. So we've got to play as well as we can, create as many chances as possible, but know when they come along we have to take them whoever they fall to.
Yeah, outside of 4 goals allowed against Tampa and 3 against Clayton State, the defensive unit has allowed 4 combined goals since entering conference play. If you could, talk about the growth of this team and how the ability to limit other teams to score has helped them so much.
Yeah, I think in the early part of the season we were leaving the games a little bit too open, which didn't suit us. We needed to be more compact. We needed to compress the pitch and be more difficult to score against. And the boys have bought into that really well. Just increasing the level of focus and the mentality shift throughout the season as well, which is credit to the players. Lorenzo Ferrari coming in has made a huge difference with his presence as well. I think we've only lost 1 game since he's been in there. So, yeah, we're in good shape. We didn't concede a goal throughout the conference tournament, and hopefully we can keep that form going into regionals.
Yeah, and you're going up against a tough Tampa team that fell to the #1 team in your bracket, Florida Tech 2-1 in the Sunshine Conference semifinal. You faced them earlier in the season. What advantages does that give you planning to attack them?
I think both squads have evolved since then. It was earlier in the season, so I don't know if you can read too much into that game. I think on a personnel level, there've been not really many surprises. Both ways. I think they'll fancy their chances having beaten us once already, but we know we weren't at the races or played particularly well that day. So we're excited to go against them again. I feel like if we play well, we've got a chance against anybody. So we'll go down there with a game plan, try to execute, and yeah, we know they're a tough, physical, competitive team who will be ready and raring to go, and they've been on this stage many times over the years, but so have we, and hopefully we can get one over on them on Saturday.
Yeah, we know the season is far from over, but to take a look back on how memorable it's been, you got your 500th win, 11th regular season title, your 100th win as head coach of the Bearcats, first conference title since 2017. Is there a moment this season that you've really enjoyed the most?
I prefer to look forward. Those milestones are all nice and make for good Instagram graphics and things like that. But to be honest, the most important task for us is to prepare for Saturday, and hopefully the most memorable moments yet to come. Those milestones are nice, and they're kind of a byproduct of the work that we've put in throughout the year. But like I said, hopefully the biggest memories are still yet to come, and we're not done just yet.
Coach, thank you for your time as always. We wish you the best of luck in the NCAA tournament. Stay tuned for more of the Bearcat Coaches Show.
As the holiday season rolls around, please consider supporting Lander University Athletics on Giving Tuesday, November 29th. With over 740 student athletes and 23 sports programs, Lander Athletics aims to build on the tradition of successes from the first 3 years of the Lander Athletics Giving Tuesday initiative that has raised around $250,000 to ensure Bearcat sports programs continue to thrive in the classroom, excel in competition, and develop tight community bonds in Greenwood, South Carolina. Each sports program has tailored their own goals for Giving Tuesday to address unique needs that they hope to fulfill in order to enhance the overall success of their program and to further Lander University Athletics' mission. Those interested in supporting Lander Athletics Giving Tuesday can visit landerbearcats.com for more information. Online donation pages will be available to accept gifts starting Tuesday, November 8th.
Welcome back to the Bearcat Coaches Show. I am here with head volleyball coach Jeff Reynolds. Coach, last Tuesday your team took down Augusta 3-1 to finish the regular season. You take the season series against the Jaguars. That gives you a series victory against every single team in the conference. How do you feel your team played?
Well, the game against Augusta, I think what we kind of put that game in perspective, that it was, mathematically we needed to win that game and then hope for a loss so that we could, tie them at least for the conference championship, but knowing that if we beat them that we would have the series victory. And so we would then get the number 1 seed, all that stuff. So it was just a matter of us coming out and playing and I thought the girls did a great job of just being really, really focused and just putting together our game plan to keep them out of system and then to be able to find ways to execute and score. And I think they did a really nice job of that. So.
Yeah, and you're the number 2 seed, as you alluded to, in the Peach Bowl Championship this weekend. After being picked 4th and won 20 matches for the first time since 2019. What are some keys to the team that you've had so much success this season, just missing out on the top seed, and how does it feel to have a first-round bye?
Well, it's nice having a first-round bye. In previous experiences where I've been, having that first night off to go and watch the team that, you could be playing the next day is just a real, I don't know, from a physical standpoint as well as a psychological standpoint, I think it does a lot for our team to be able to know that they did a good job to the point where they've earned that first night off. Now, the key is not to kind of rest on your laurels, it's not, you don't want to sit back and say, look what we've done. It's all preparatory. Let's get ready for the next night. So I don't know, we're not where we want to be yet. 20 wins is nice. It's a nice way in volleyball to kind of set a benchmark. That's kind of one of those things where you shoot for a 20-win season, but we want to get 28, 29 victories, something like that. So we'll keep working for sure.
Yeah, last week's Southeast Region poll, team was ranked 5th, which ties the highest ranking in program history. Is there any pressure on your team as you work to try and clinch, a spot in the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2018?
No, I don't know that there's there's always pressure. You're a collegiate athlete, and so there's pressure. And so we've talked to our kids about not trying to be perfect, like there's such a thing about athletes always striving for that perfect game or that perfect swing or whatever, and there's just no such thing, So we've talked about just striving for excellence. We know that in that quest there'll be mistakes, and so just be prepared for the mistakes to come, learn from those, and then quickly move on. And so I think that's how we deal with pressure. And so, you're going to go into a game, and it's not all about just being perfect. It's about just winning that next point or stopping their rally or doing whatever comes next. It's a process. And so I think teams that feel and cave to pressure are teams that are trying to eat the whole pizza instead of one piece at a time. So that's all we're trying to do is just sometimes we have to just take a time out and say, hey, look, one serve, one pass, one swing, and then we move on. So I think that's the best way to manage pressure for us anyway. So the ranking is nice. We want to get to the national tournament for sure, and but we've got to manage it appropriately. So.
Well, Coach, excellent message, and thank you for your time as always. You can watch every match of the Peach Belt Tournament on the PBC Sports Network, and cheer on your Bearcats
Yeah.
as they go through the tournament. Thank you for always, and thank you for listening to the Bearcat Coaches Show.